Dating and relationships. Parents. The way teenage boys and girls interact with each other in the U.S. may be very different from your native country. A date refers to the time planned to get to know one another and spend time together. It is important to know that planning dates or dating can mean different things and is approached differently by families depending on their culture and personal beliefs. In the U.S., a date could be a plan for two teens to go to the movies or out to eat. It could also be spending time together as part of a larger group of kids. Today's teens also spend a lot of time getting to know each other by texting, using social media sites, and talking on the phone. In the U.S., you are likely to see a variety of relationships, including gay or lesbian relationships. It may also seem that most teens are sexually active, but it is important to know that many are not taking part in this behavior. Remember, there is great variation in the way American families handle dating and relationships. Parents typically set rules for their teens about dating. Some parents are fine with their child participating in mixed-gender activities, while others may not be comfortable with one-on-one dating. Other parents may allow their child to participate as long as an adult is present, or only once they turn a certain age. What is most important is that you think about what works for your family and clearly explain that to your child. Talk to your teen about your values and beliefs about dating and relationships, including sexual relationships. Discuss with your teen what you think makes a healthy relationship. Set clear rules and expectations. Explain the reasons for your rules. Be sure to find out what is important to your teen so that you can better understand your child's experiences and be able to compromise as needed. Get to know your teen's friends and spend time with them too. Attend activities with your daughter and her friends rather than prevent her from going. Schools often organize events for teens such as concerts, sport events, and dances such as prom. These activities can feel like important social events to teens, and they may attend alone, as a couple, or as part of a group to have fun with their peers. Schools usually allow interested parents to come and help supervise, also called being a chaperone. You might have high expectations for your daughter's educational and professional development, but want to keep traditional restrictions on dating and personal freedom. Be aware that this will likely be hard on girls, especially since many of their female friends may have more freedom. Keep in mind that in the U.S., teens go on dates to get to know each other, but rarely do they marry before the legal adult age of 18. Teens. In the U.S., dating is often seen as part of growing up, though not all families see it that way. Some families do not believe teens should be in romantic relationships. Many teens in the U.S., not just newcomers, struggle between their family's beliefs and the different values they see among their friends or in TV and movies. Some families may believe boys and girls should be treated differently when it comes to dating. Often, parents worry that if a girl spends time alone with a boy, she could get hurt, or it will damage her or the family's reputation. Because of this, some families are more restrictive with girls and may not let them have as much freedom as boys. It can be hard to feel stuck between different beliefs and opinions. It can also sometimes seem that many teens are sexually active, but it is important to know that many are not. Sexual relationships require maturity and responsibility. Sex can also make relationships more complicated and lead to consequences you may not be ready for. Remember, one of your most important jobs is to protect your physical and emotional health. Talk to your parents or an older sibling, a school counselor, or teacher if you find yourself struggling with different beliefs or feel like you are being treated unfairly. Do this when you are calm and you both have time available to talk. Look for places where you and your parents can compromise. For example, maybe you can go out with friends if an older sibling goes along, or maybe you can go to a school event if a family member or someone from your ethnic community chaperones. Ask your parents if they would like to meet someone you are dating. While it may be tempting to hide a boyfriend or girlfriend from your parents, it is probably not a good idea. Your parents have a right to know who you spend time with, and they are responsible for keeping you safe. Know what a healthy relationship looks like. If you are dating, get an idea of the other person's character. What kind of person is this? Are they trustworthy? Do they treat others well? Do they share beliefs that are important to you? Do they care about you and your opinions? If someone is interested in dating or being intimate with you, but you are not interested, say no. Speak up and get help if you or your wishes are not respected. Do not assume someone is interested in dating or a sexual relationship just because of how they dress or talk or what they have done in the past. Even if it is uncomfortable, it is important to talk to the boy or girl you are with to make sure you both agree to dating, physical touch, or a sexual relationship. Do not stay in a controlling or abusive relationship. Sometimes a romantic relationship may not be healthy or good for you. It is not okay to hit or be hit by another person, and no one should force you to do something you do not want or are not comfortable with. Abuse is not always physical. It can also take the form of insults or emotional control over a person. If you think you might be in an abusive or controlling relationship, talk to an adult you trust and ask for help, or call the National Domestic Violence Hotline.